Ever wonder how a kid not even old enough to drive can earn more money playing Fortnite than most adults make in 5 years? Over $200,000 and rising fast. This is Ben Higgs Anderson, better known as Batman Bugha, the prodigy who nearly stole the spotlight from the most feared name in Fortnite, Peterbot. But his story isn't just about talent, it's about timing, pressure, and how a 12-year-old cracked the code to compete with the elite years before he was even supposed to. Born February 23rd, 2007, Ben Anderson, or Higgs as he's known, began his competitive Fortnite journey at an age that defied the official rules. According to Epic Games guidelines, players were required to be at least 13 years old to be eligible for major competitive events like the Fortnite Champion Series, better known as the FNCS. Yet, Higgs' earnings timeline notably began in 2019 when he was just 12 years old. This apparent contradiction highlights a unique aspect of early competitive esports. While strict age gates were in place for official tournaments, exceptional talent often found a path to participation. The Fortnite World Cup rules, for instance, permitted minors to compete with explicit parental or legal guardian consent and assigned participation form. This demonstrates that Higgs' raw skill was so undeniable that a way was found for him to enter certain competitive arenas, even if not always the most high profile. His first forays into the competitive scene were small but significant. He participated in events like Trillo's One Day Cup, and just 3 months later secured his first recorded earnings of $100 from World Cup qualifiers. For a 12-year-old in 2019, $100 from playing video games was far more than just pocket money. It was a real reward that showed his amazing skills and provided a powerful early motivator. This initial success served as a crucial spark, transforming what might have been a mere hobby into a serious pursuit. It offered concrete evidence to Higgs and his family that his talent could translate into real-world financial and competitive success, thereby making him truly committed to the tough work of professional play. But let's be real, how does a 12-year-old even end up here? In lobbies with pros, placing in events he technically wasn't even old enough to enter. This wasn't about luck, it was commitment. A full year of consistent tournaments followed. Then in December 2020, he banked $800 in the Frosty Frenzy. This period, marked by steady play and small money gains, shows a key truth in competitive gaming. Raw talent, while essential, is rarely enough for lasting success. Higgs, even at such a young age, showed the discipline and drive usually seen in older pros. This continuous engagement, even for what might seem like smaller prizes in hindsight, was key to building his basic skills, sharpening his game sense, and growing his mental strength necessary for his later, more significant breakthroughs. It was a period of quiet, consistent development that laid the groundwork for everything that followed. May 2021, FNCS Grand Finals. Higgs makes his debut and finishes 25th. This marked his official entry into the top ranks of Fortnite competitive play, a significant achievement for any aspiring professional, particularly for a 14-year-old. It was a clear signal that he belonged among the best. But the real turning point came in June, the All-Star Showdown, a solo event stacked with pros. Higgs qualified through opens and placed 7th. What makes his performance even more remarkable is the often told story that he achieved this feat using a laggy laptop, yet still took home $11,000. While exact details about his laptop's performance during that particular event aren't easy to find, the broader competitive Fortnite community frequently discusses and struggles with performance issues, high ping, and less than ideal hardware. If Higgs indeed overcame such a technical adversity to secure a 7th place finish at an S-tier event, it stands as a strong proof of his raw mechanical skill, exceptional game sense, and strong mental toughness. This triumph over significant technical disadvantages elevates his performance beyond mere skill, showing him as a true talent who could make up for outside limits through sheer talent and adaptability. One tournament, one underpowered laptop, $11,000. And instead of celebrating like most kids would do, he reinvested every dollar. Not just a kid with skill, but a kid with a plan. This decision, particularly for a teenager who had just earned a large amount, was a great sign of maturity and planning. While many young individuals might have been tempted to spend such winnings on personal treats or quick fun, Higgs chose to pour it back into his growing career. This action clearly shows that he viewed competitive gaming not merely as a pastime, but as a serious profession progression requiring smart investment. This calculated move likely helped him get big upgrades to his gaming setup, such as a more powerful PC or optimized internet, directly contributing to his ability to maintain and even elevate his performance in later years. Following the breakthrough, the script suggests a drought period of 5 months with no major placement. However, a closer look at his competitive records reveals a fuller picture. Wikipedia data shows consistent S-tier or A-tier placements throughout 2021, including a 25th place in FNCS Grand Finals and May 7th in the All-Star Showdown, and June 4th in FNCS Grand Finals, in October, and 27th in Grand Royale in November. The longest interval between these significant placements was actually less than a month, from May 30th to June 20th. This difference shows the strong pressure and high expectations placed upon rising stars in esports. Even consistent top 25 or top 10 finishes might be perceived as a slump if the player or community anticipates nothing less than clear wins. This period therefore represents not a true absence of results, but rather a phase of changing performance in the tough, demanding world of elite competitive Fortnite. It shows Higgs' mental strength as he continued to compete and place highly despite the natural ups and downs of the scene, demonstrating his ability to navigate the ups and downs that are indeed the norm in this demanding environment. Despite the seeming inconsistencies, he roared back in October 2021, securing 4th place in FNCS with his trio, earning $7,000. This strong finish proved his place again among the top competitors. The fluctuating results, including a 27th place in Grand Royale, are a natural part of competitive Fortnite, where every event presents new challenges and opponents. 2022 became his bounce back year, marked by solid if not flashy placements, 11th, 14th, and 9th with a new duo, Caleb. This period was crucial for Higgs, as competitive Fortnite often sees players frequently changing teammates in pursuit of best teamwork. His focus during this time was on building a strong, reliable partnership, which is key to success in team-based esports. The consistent, solid results achieved with Caleb were not just about individual mechanics, but about developing effective communication, matching playstyles, and mutual trust. This smart team building set the stage for his continued ascent, demonstrating a deeper understanding of the collaborative nature of the game.